More than 20 billion tubes of toothpaste are consumed every year worldwide. It is in every bathroom, used several times a day, and is one of the products that comes into contact with your body most often throughout your entire life. We use it to clean, whiten, protect ourselves from infections, and ultimately for something very simple but powerful, to show off a perfect smile. But have you ever wondered what is actually inside that paste you put in your mouth every day? Is it true that it is made with crushed bones and dangerous chemicals, as many say? Well then, today we will travel directly to the United States, home to the most gigantic toothpaste production plant on the planet. A place where every day hundreds of tons of ingredients are mixed, processed, and transformed into millions of identical tubes that end up in bathrooms all over the world, including yours. So get ready, because you are about to discover how toothpaste is manufactured on a massive scale. Let's begin. Step number 1. Ingredients and base formula. Every tube of toothpaste begins long before reaching your bathroom. Its origin is not in a machine or a factory, but in the exact formula that will give life to every drop of paste you use daily. And here is where one of the industry's biggest myths appears. For years, it has been said that toothpaste is manufactured with crushed bones. The image is powerful, but the industrial reality is very different. Today, modern toothpaste is not made with bones. It is true that decades ago, some old formulas used calcium derivatives of animal origin, but that practice was left behind a long time ago. The current industry has replaced them with pharmaceutical-grade minerals and chemical substances that are much purer, stable, and safe, designed specifically for dental use. The base formula of modern toothpaste is built from 5 large groups of ingredients, all measured with absolute precision. First, the mild abrasives. They are in charge of removing plaque and food remains. Their mission is clear: to clean thoroughly without scratching the enamel. Then come the humectants, such as glycerin. They are responsible for the paste not drying out inside the tube and maintaining that creamy texture for months, from the first use to the last. The third group is the foaming agents. They do not clean by themselves, but they fulfill a key function. They help the paste distribute throughout the mouth and carry away dirt while you brush. After these appears one of the most monitored ingredients in the entire formula: fluoride. In strictly controlled amounts, it strengthens the enamel and prevents cavities. Its dosage is regulated to the millimeter by international health regulations because an incorrect amount could be highly harmful with use. And finally, the aromas and flavor correctors: mint, peppermint, eucalyptus, or children's versions. They are not just there to taste good. These will be added later in the process and will be responsible for that immediate sensation of freshness and cleanliness that your brain interprets as truly clean teeth. All these ingredients arrive at the plant in sealed drums and airtight containers. Before mixing, each batch is analyzed, weighed, and approved. Nothing is improvised here. When all the components are verified and ready, the real industrial show begins. Step number 2. Industrial mixing. With all the ingredients already approved, one of the most delicate phases in the entire factory begins. Here is where toothpaste stops being chemistry and starts becoming a real product. All ingredients except the flavorings and flavor enhancers are introduced into enormous industrial mixers, huge stainless steel tanks designed to work with extreme precision. Nothing here is added by eye. Each ingredient enters in the exact order and in the millimetric proportion established by the formula. A small excess of abrasive could damage the enamel. Too little fluoride would make it useless against cavities. And a failure in the humectants would ruin the texture completely. Inside these mixers, powerful blades and agitation systems begin to work. The objective is only one: to achieve a perfectly homogeneous mixture, without lumps, without air bubbles, and with an identical texture in every centimeter. This process can last more than an hour, depending on the type of toothpaste: whitening, children's, sensitive, or daily use. When the mixing ends, the result is a white, thick, and completely uniform mass. Here, for the first time, the toothpaste truly comes to life. But the process has still only just begun. Step number 3. Dearation and texture adjustment. Although it may not seem like it, at this point the toothpaste is not yet ready to enter a tube. After mixing, the mass contains an invisible enemy that could ruin everything: air. During industrial mixing, thousands of microbubbles become trapped inside the paste. They are not visible to the naked eye, but if left there, The result would be disastrous. The paste would come out in spurts. The tube would spit air when squeezed. The texture would be irregular, and the product would lose its effect over time. To avoid that, the tons of mixture enter enormous vacuum chambers, where something key happens. The pressure is drastically reduced, and the air trapped inside the paste is literally sucked out. It is like squeezing a sponge until not a single bubble remains, but on an industrial scale and with tons of product. At the same time, technicians adjust the exact density of the paste. Neither too liquid nor too thick. It must be firm enough to stay on the brush, but soft enough to come out of the tube without effort. This step is responsible for the fact that when you squeeze a new tube, the paste comes out continuous, smooth, and perfect, without gaps or unexpected explosions. When the deaeration ends, the toothpaste has already completely changed. The formula is almost finished and the texture is perfect. But before becoming millions of identical tubes, it must receive its final touch. Step number 4. Flavoring and color. The time comes to completely change the user experience, adding flavor and improving the mouthfeel. Because let's be clear, a toothpaste can clean perfectly, but if it tastes bad, no one would use it. At this point, the paste that until now tastes like pure chemical enters again into large mixers where the aromas and flavorings are added. This is where its personality is born. Intense mint, mild peppermint, refreshing eucalyptus, or fruit flavors intended for children like bubblegum or strawberry. Each aroma is added in exact amounts, measured to the milligram, because a minimal variation could turn out too strong or completely tasteless. But it is not just about the taste. The mouthfeel is also adjusted. Some compounds provide that immediate freshness you notice as soon as you brush. Others prolong the feeling of cleanliness for minutes. And in children's versions, the intensity is reduced to avoid stinging or rejection. Food colorings are also incorporated here, always approved by strict health regulations. They are not there just for aesthetics. They serve to differentiate ranges, functions, and audiences. Here it is decided if the paste will be white, blue, or green. When this process ends, the toothpaste no longer just works well. Now it smells, tastes, and feels exactly as you know it. And right at that moment, when the formula already conquers your senses, it is ready to enter the fastest and most spectacular phase of the entire factory. Step number 5. Automatic tube filling. Now, one of the most impressive phases of the entire process begins. The tons of toothpaste enter directly into completely automated filling lines, where speed and precision are absolute. There are no human hands touching the product here. Empty tubes move at high speed along synchronized belts. In fractions of a second, high-precision nozzles inject exactly the same amount of paste into each tube. And here, something happens that almost nobody knows. In the case of toothpaste with perfectly defined colored stripes, these are created right at this moment. During the filling itself, special nozzles inject small amounts of colored paste at the same time as the white base. Everything is synchronized to the millimeter: pressure, speed, and position. The result is those clean and perfect lines that run through the inside of the tube, without mixing, without deforming, and always the same. Immediately after comes the sealing. Depending on the type of packaging, the base of the tube is closed by thermal sealing or metal sealing, creating a totally hermetic union. Next, the screw cap is placed, adjusted with the exact force so that it does not loosen, but is not hard to open at home either. All of this process occurs at a brutal speed. Each line can produce more than 20,000 tubes per hour, all identical in weight, shape, and content. If even one fails, sensors detect it and automatically eject it from the line. When the tubes leave this section, they are already completely closed, hygienic, and ready to keep moving. At this point, the toothpaste is exactly the product that will end up in your bathroom. But before going out into the world, it must still face the most demanding phase of all. Step number 6, quality control and safety. Before a single tube of toothpaste leaves the factory, it must pass the strictest phase of the entire process. Nothing new is manufactured here. Here it is decided if the product is fit to go out into the world, or, on the contrary, if it is destroyed. Each newly produced batch is automatically diverted to internal quality control laboratories to examine every detail. It is not a random review. Literally everything is analyzed. First, key parameters such as pH and the exact amount of fluoride are checked. The paste cannot be too acidic or too alkaline. If it goes out of the exact range, it could damage the enamel or irritate the gums after weeks of use. Then the actual consistency of the product is analyzed. The paste must come out smooth, continuous, and stable, both when the tube is full and when it is almost empty. If it is too liquid, too thick, or loses uniformity, the batch is discarded. But it doesn't stop there. In many plants, the paste is even tested in brushing simulators, devices that imitate thousands of real uses on surfaces similar to human teeth. It is observed how it behaves, how it distributes, and how it responds to continuous contact. And finally comes the most critical test of all: microbiological safety. Samples are analyzed to confirm that there are no bacteria, fungi, or invisible contaminants. Remember something important. This product enters your mouth several times a day, so it has to be impeccable. If a single test fails, all production stops and the entire batch is withdrawn. Only when the product passes all tests without exception does it receive final approval. Right at that moment, it can leave the factory and begin its journey to millions of bathrooms. Step number 7. Packaging and worldwide distribution. Once the toothpaste has passed all quality controls, its last journey inside the factory begins. It is no longer about chemistry or formulas. Here, logistics rule. The approved tubes move along conveyor belts toward the automatic packaging lines. In a matter of seconds, each tube is inserted into its perfectly folded, printed, and aligned cardboard box. Everything happens at a brutal speed. Each package instantly receives its key information: brand, label, manufacturing date, and batch number. This detail is fundamental. If the slightest problem arises anywhere in the world, the company can track exactly on what day, on which line, and with what ingredients that specific tube was manufactured. Once packed, the tubes move to automatic palletizing. Robotic arms stack thousands of boxes with absolute precision, forming enormous pallets ready to travel. From here, the toothpaste leaves the factory. Trucks, trains, and shipping containers spring into action to distribute millions of tubes to supermarkets, pharmacies, and stores all over the planet. And so, after passing through industrial mixers, chemical controls, and extreme safety systems, the toothpaste completes its journey. To finish, tell us, did you imagine this whole process? What type of paste do you usually use? Leave us your answer in the comments, and if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and activate the bell so you don't miss the next tour through the factory.